Okay, welcome. This is PEPLC North America Group 1. We have 3 areas of interest that our group selected they wanted to work on through the course of the next year. We have innovation and technology, assessment, and we also have curriculum and programming. So to start off with, we're just going to go through each of us and do a brief introduction, who we are, where we're from, and so on. Anything else that you want to share about your teaching situation, where you're at right now, and then we will go from there. So I'll kick it off to make life a little bit easier. My name is Jo Bailey. I teach in Warsaw, Wisconsin at high school. It's a 10 through 12 high school, about 1,400 students in total. I've been there for going into my 10th year there. And yeah, on Twitter, I'm at LoveFayed, and if you want to kick off next, that'd be great.
Sure. My name is Beth Ritchie. I'm in Toronto teaching at a K-5 school. This September is the start of my 10th year. It's a fairly diverse school, but a very small population. We're just a little under 300.
Wow. Awesome. Now, Brett, you've popped in on us. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm Brett Delaney. I teach 8th and 9th grade PE and health at a school that has about 700 students in it, and we have mixed PE classes.
Where are you located?
Ankeny, Iowa. So.
Okay, awesome. Colin.
Hi. Okay, so yeah, Colin Dillon. I am originally from Prince Edward Island, little town, Tyne Valley, 300 whopping people, and when I finished my degree at St. FX, myself and my fiance moved out to Rainbow Lake, northern Alberta, population of 1,100 people, at a K-12 school with a whopping 166 kids, and this coming year I'm going to be teaching 1 to 12 phys ed. There's only 2 classes of phys ed that I won't be teaching in the entire school, so looking forward to it.
You got the full range going there. Wow.
I get a little bit of everything. You pretty much have to in a small K-12 school like that.
That's wonderful. Jorge.
Yeah, my name's Jorge Rodriguez, and I'm here in Houston, Texas, and I'm at Harvard Elementary. And we have about 700 kids or so in my school, and it's an IB school. So yeah, I'm just hoping to collaborate with others and see what you guys do and see how we can integrate those things in, our curriculum as well.
Excellent. Michel?
Yeah, I'm Michel Zoffler. I'm from Belgium, but currently I'm teaching in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta International School. It's a school, IB school, a bit less than 1,200 students, and I'm the oldest, maybe.
Nice. Robin?
I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I've been subbing for the last couple of years, so I'm on my 3rd term. Haven't been permanent yet, so kind of looking for that. But I'm at a K-8 school, and I'll be teaching K-5 phys ed. So it's only half time, so I'm just in the afternoons. But yeah, I'll take it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we lost Beth for a moment there. Hopefully I've just re-invited her again, so hopefully she'll pop back up in a minute or two. That's good. Okay, so we had a choice of 5 different areas with the whole PEPLC project, and I know when I first saw what Andy Vasiliad had put out there in terms of his ideas and goals for this project, I was intrigued, and I couldn't pick just one. And what was nice to see is that I'm not alone in not being able to just select one different area to focus on. I felt that the technology, the assessment, the curriculum, they all kind of integrated within each other. I couldn't separate out one from another. So I'd love to hear what you think. What made you want to come on board with this? What are you hoping to get out of the whole process? Any areas that you're like, this is my strength and I want to really run with it, or I have no idea of this area, I'm not sure where I'm going with it, and all the different ranges between the two extremes. If I start up on that one, assessments are, it's been a big piece. It's a huge focus about how we are assessing our students and making sure that it's authentic, making sure that we are being true to our profession and we are measuring learning and not just assessing for the sake of assessing. So that's been an important focus for, I know, myself and within our school in the last couple of years. Curriculum and programming come along, in my mind, come along with those two things, because the curriculum needs to be tailored towards what your learning objectives are and your learning goals are, and then assessment links in nicely. We're getting all sorts of strange people popping in today. This is going to be an interesting broadcast. And then finally, the technology piece. We're using technology right now, and it took us a while to get going on this. But it is great. There's a lot of valuable stuff out there with just what I see on a daily basis through Twitter, all the different sharing and so on that's going on. Again, using technology for assessment, using technology to as a tool as you're developing curriculum and so on. So I'm just excited to use some of these tools to hopefully make our teaching lives easier, and most importantly to guide the learning of our students. Who would like to share their thoughts or ideas next?
I can go. I'm kind of in the same position. I wasn't sure what to expect when I signed up for it, and that's why I kind of chose all the different topics that I'd be interested in, because I wasn't sure which one thing I could choose, so I wanted to kind of get a gamut of everything, especially since I don't have that permanent teaching contract yet. So I'm hoping some of these ideas will help me to get that contract soon. So that's kind of why I chose all of them.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe. I just want to jump in and interrupt your hangout for a second. Hi. Yeah, I just want to jump in as another sort of, like, I'm in the Asia Pacific, one of the Asia Pacific teams. So I just wanted to jump in and say you guys are doing a great job, and I really look forward to seeing what comes out of this group, and hopefully maybe even working with this group, with the Asia Pacific group as well. So I'm glad to see so many people in this group already, because I know I had a difficult time getting all of my group members together. So well done, and I look forward to seeing the discussion that takes place with your group. So keep up the good work.
No, and I was so excited that we get everyone together at the same time as well, because it's never an easy task. We're all busy. Time is precious. So yeah, I'm super excited that we managed to not everyone get a time, but with the technology issues, trying to get everyone online at the same time as well. We made it. We've had a few interesting drop-ins along the way. Okay,
well I just wanted to jump in and say thanks for getting everyone together, and you're doing a great job, and I look forward to watching it once you're done. I'm at school at the moment, so I just jumped in for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to jump out again. But keep up the great work, guys.
Awesome.
You're getting pretty good at getting rid of them now.
I'm getting a little bit quicker on there, Mark, now. Yeah. Beth, how about you? What's your feeling on where you want to see this process go, and what you want to get out of it?
Yeah, sure. Just going into the 10th year, wasn't sure I really wanted to do phys ed anymore. That might be a bad thing to say. I was just feeling, not feeling inspired, not feeling it, and I really just need to update my program and go at it a different way. So I've been working with a few people within the board, and we're trying to do sort of this type of thing with students as well. So doing some remote teaching between different schools. And assessment is always an area that, it doesn't matter how much PD you go to, it's the area that nobody seems to have a really good grasp on. So, sorry about that. just makes your own program, that much more viable, and you're able to advocate for your program if you have that strong assessment piece to it.
And what you've just said about getting to that point where you can feel a little unsure about where you are, in your career and if you want to stay or not, that's huge. I mean, I did a quick Google Hangout with Joey Fife a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things that he said straight away was people, ask for help whenever and wherever you need it, and hopefully before you get to that point, and I'm so glad that you've joined this group, and hopefully that will help, you with your direction of wherever it is that you want to go. So I think that's a very honest statement, and I'm glad that you're here. That's wonderful.
Thanks. It's just, I feel like I'm the lone wolf as well. I'm the only phys ed teacher at my school. Everybody else is pushing the math, the science, the language. So just it's always energizing to be around other people that have the same passion. So
yeah,
I'm just looking for.
Okay. Brett, do you want to chime in?
Yeah, I think I was just interested in being part of a group. I'm fortunate enough I have 4 other PE teachers that I teach with throughout the course of a day. And actually we came from a group of 8 people, but our school district just currently split into 2 separate school districts. So we went from a group of 8 to 2 groups of 5. So I guess I'm fortunate enough to work with a group, but I guess not all people that I work with are willing to new ideas, and I think this is just a way to get new ideas from others, to hopefully maybe share some with others that want some help in different areas, and just to help myself grow. I'm currently working on my physical education master's through the University of Northern Iowa. So I think just learning from you guys and keep pursuing that. I just try to make our program one of the best in the nation.
Awesome.
Yes.
It's great that you got a team to work with as well, because it is tough when you're the one person within a building, and you don't have people to feedback from on a daily basis. And that's one reason why Twitter in particular is such a great resource, because you can send a message out and someone's going to be there, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah. How about you, Colin?
I guess I was just looking through the topics that I had chose, and I think it was when Andy had first posted it on Twitter. I said, yeah, that'd be something I'm interested in, coming at a university and having all these quote unquote current ideas that were being taught to us. I think the innovation piece about keeping with that and keeping up to date, because you'll hear the horror stories of people becoming stagnant about how they're teaching it. They've got their one lesson plan, and in February of 2000 or whatever, this is what I'm doing. So keeping up with different techniques or topics or situations. Or I flew into Edmonton on Wednesday, and I did a 2-day section or a 2-day institute or course on physical literacy, because I'm teaching elementary, and that kind of leads into curriculum and assessment, which I'd like to kind of hopefully help adjust the assessment that goes on in the school and division that I'm in. So that was interesting to me. The curriculum, it's always kind of makes it easier to plan your programming if you know your curriculum, and different ways, and just bouncing ideas with other people to see how they approach different situations in their curriculum. We may all have different curriculums, but all in all, they can have some very positive and similar themes. So I'm looking forward to just interacting with a number of you and getting some more ideas for Little Northern Alberta.
Awesome. Hey, Jorge, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I don't know what happened.
Well, should we put you on the spot? What's your thoughts and feelings about where you want this process to go and how you want it to work for you?
Well, I'm in a pretty big district, and we've gone through a lot of changes, and so we've lost our lead person, and so I think I like to integrate a lot of technology into what I do, and so I also think it's a good way to communicate with a lot of other different people. So one, I wanted to you know, see different perspectives from you guys and how you know PE looks to you, and then two, in my big district, I think this is a way to you know, have people be connected, and even though, like, for instance, I'm at a school and I'm the only PE teacher, and most elementary schools in HISD are like that, and so instead of feeling isolated, we can be connected through things like this, through Google Hangouts and that kind of stuff. And so also with assessment, I've been playing a lot with like rubrics and things, and so again, I'd love to like be able to bounce ideas off of people and see what you guys do. Maybe you can get something from me, and you know, just collaborate as a whole. And I think, you know, it'll be good for everybody.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Michelle?
Yeah, but like everybody, I'm looking forward to have a lot of information about technology. As I say, I'm in elementary school. We are 3 teachers over there, PE teacher. We want to use the technology, but sometimes for elementary school, I don't know exactly how I can do. I used to teach in high school before for the international experience, but now in elementary, I don't know how I can integrate the technology in PE. So I'm interested to learn a lot about this. About curriculum assessment, I'm in an IB school, so in the program PYP, so we need to follow some structure, and well, about assessment also. So I would like to see what different teachers are doing in their school, and curriculum, of course. You know, during my career, as I say, I'm teaching since 20 years, a bit more. I was kind of frustrated to have the opportunity to go to a very specific workshop for PE. It's all the time a workshop for classroom teacher or math teacher, but for PE, it was not really very specific. And now I think we are really fortunate to, and thank you for all the people who work for this community, and Andy and Nathan and you. And I think it's great to have on a weekly basis or monthly basis to have a very PE community to work with our own concerns. So I'm really excited to share and to interact with our family, PE family, because I think we will move forward and we will learn a lot from each other.
You make a really, really good point there, because you're right. And I felt the same frustration earlier on in my career, where I felt everything was tailored towards core subjects, which hopefully PE will be one of those before too long.
Hear, hear.
So it's wonderful that we are creating our own development and we are supporting each other. So yeah, I'll echo that.
Yeah, and with the program like PYP or MYP, we have more interaction with classroom teacher as well. It means I think PE start to be more important than used to only to make the student active. I think the mentality from other teachers start to change. That PE is not only physical activities; it's also learning and education. And I think it's important. And yeah,
I was fortunate to attend the Google Teacher Academy early on this year, and one of the first things that one of the presenters there said to us was, "You don't know what you don't know," and that really resonated with me, because it's so true. You know, there's so much out there that we ourselves may not know, but if we're looking at our schools and our parents and the wider community, there's so much that they may not know or appreciate or understand about physical education, and trying to make sure that we educate them as well as our students is an important part of it too.
Yeah.
Because I think that, you know, raising that knowledge, that awareness is only going to strengthen our programs when we get that support from, you know, the wider community as well. So. Robin, what do you think?
Yeah, because I'm going to be new to this school this year, I'm kind of hoping to maybe start like a blog or, you know, a Weebly, something that I can share with parents in the community, because in our school division right now, we don't have that. And so I don't think parents know kind of what's going on in the gym at all unless, you know, they ask their kid, what'd you do today? Or, you know, they don't understand, you know, what kind of assessments we use, because there's never a time when we tell them. Like, they can go to their classroom teacher, you know, every day or often and, you know, find out what it is they're doing. But it's hard for them to actually see what they're doing in phys ed if we can't show them.
Yeah.
Right? Very few parents come into the gym to help out or volunteer. It's usually, you know, in the classroom. So trying to find ways to show parents in the community what it is that we're doing and, you know, increasing that awareness of our programs. So.
And you know, that's innovation right there. That's being innovative and looking at different ways to strengthen your program and to raise awareness. So that's awesome. Now, in terms of the whole PEPLC journey, where do we as a group want to start off with? I mean, trying to dive into 3 or 4 different things at the same time could be a bit intense. Is there one area that collectively we feel we'd like to focus on to start off with? I mean, it could be where you feel like you're strongest or you're weakest or wherever. I mean, does anyone have any preferences?
I think the curriculum one would be a good one to go maybe later on in the school year, because we may have questions throughout and say, listen, I'm about to do this type of a lesson or a theme. Has anybody, you can bounce ideas amongst one another, say, well, I did this to achieve this outcome, or I did this to, like, this worked for me, or this didn't work, or I tried that. I think that'd be, I'm not saying to push one aside, but that would be a good time, I think, just to get our feet wet. I think everybody's starting within the next couple of weeks. Just a thought.
That's a very valid point. Beth, do you have a preference at all?
I don't really. I feel right now, just because we're at that 2-week countdown mark, like going through it, thinking, you know, what can I do different this year? What can I freshen up? What can I throw away? What can I bring in? That's sort of where my head is right now. But I know the technology piece is kind of my focus for the year. So we can do that. And again, as I said before, assessment, I think it doesn't matter how long you've been teaching. You can always get some new ideas, and you know, hearing what you guys do would be awesome with that. So I'm pretty open. I don't know. I feel like some of you newer people, like, what are you guys struggling with at U? Where would you sooner start?
I personally like the idea of technology. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it must be nice to not have to be in school yet. We started last Thursday. This is our 3rd day of school today. So.
Sorry about that.
It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming.
It's a week ago for me already. So we start our 2nd week. So.
Yeah. I guess if it was my preference, I like the technology route to start us off. I know I've been trying to find ways and watch different Google Hangouts from other people, or follow people on Twitter and just try different things. So I guess that's a kind of interest area of mine.
Okay.
I will go for the technology as well. I think it's something that I'm excited to start to use more and more. So technology, it will be good for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm curious to see what everybody does with technology, and I think somebody else mentioned assessments. I'm really curious. That's what I am. You know, kind of my focus this year is like really to get rubrics down and you know, formative and summative assessments with my kids, and see, you know, what other people are doing, and see if I can integrate that too.
Okay.
I like that 1-2 combo there.
And also using technology for my assessments. So I know there's like different apps like Socrative and things like that that'll help you with grading and stuff, but how to practically do it is, you know, my big question.
I think that is the million-dollar question for a lot of us. You know, we want to assess, and we want a way that we can, you know, measure what we want our students to learn, and have the data to back it up. But then it's like, well, you know, we need our physical activity. You know, we're not going to take our kids to a computer station necessarily. So how can we marry the two together to make it work effectively?
And plus, for me, you know, I'm outside all day, which most of us are, and I can't deal with 700 pieces of paper, you know. So if somehow we can do that all digitally in a cloud or something, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I've been looking very closely about portfolios and so on. I've watched the portfolio chats that have been going on the last week or so with great interests, and trying to figure out how that's going to best work in my environment. So, Robin, how does technology sit with you?
Yeah, you know, I'm all for that as well. It's going to be a little bit different because I'm at my first time at this school, so I'm going to be, you know, kind of all over the place. But definitely trying to integrate technology would be a good place to start.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably the next logical step would be to kind of, you know, we can develop the Google presentation we have going and start brainstorming or noting down ideas. Okay, what do we want to know with technology? How do we want to use it? What are those kind of burning questions that we have? And then we can see how we can start supporting each other, or where we can reach out to start getting the answers that we want to make life easier as we go forward with using technology in our classrooms. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Well, has anyone else got any questions or comments or ideas or anything else they want to dive in with before we wrap everything up?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited. I think this is going to be incredibly powerful, and it's great to be a part of it. So I must throw a shout out to Andy Vasily and to Nathan and everyone else that's been working on PEPLC and developing the website and the resources and everything else out there. It's pretty mind-blowing what everyone's doing. So, and it's going to be awesome
for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Understatement of the night.
Yeah, we've been spoiled. Okay, well, I'd like to say thanks for everyone's tuning in. I'm sorry about the technological interruptions we had along the way.
Oh, that's all right.
Thankfully, they stopped, which is good. And I will go ahead and end this broadcast, and I look forward to connecting with you through email and so on.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Thank you.
It's been great connecting with you all.
Take care.
You.
All right, then.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Good evening. Bye-bye.